everyone, my name's Alex from Team 6865, and this is
Bauer. I'm lead mentor for 6865.
This is our mascot. We're here today to talk to you about environmental sustainability and your team. So, environmental sustainability for 6865 means the ability to maintain our team continuously over time. So in business, sustainability seeks to ensure human and financial resources. For environment, sustainability means to prevent the depletion of natural resources so that they will remain available in the long term. FIRST has recognized this important focus of team sustainability with the Team Sustainability Award, which celebrates and recognizes a team which has developed a sustainable practices to have a positive and environmental impact and achieve long-term continuity. So we're going to show you some of our pictures of our initiatives, and I'll talk to you a little bit about what we did. So one thing about having an environmentally sustainable team is being consistent in your actions to help protect the environment. You don't want to have an entire plan and then just include environmental sustainability as an afterthought. You want to integrate it in all aspects and keep doing it throughout the year, off season, preseason, and during competition season. So where the mouse is right now, we have our battery drive, which we hand counted in 2022, and the batteries collected from there, the zinc was donated, or the money from the zinc was donated to children's hospitals, and it also got batteries, which are toxic waste, out of the environment. The next photo is our beekeeping. So our lead programmer and previous team captain, they are in this photo taking care of bees, and this is also where our mascot comes in. And the last photo there is us cleaning up the area around our school and picking up garbage that was left there. So there's another cleanup down at the bottom, and lots of other things that our team has done. A really exciting initiative that we took on is creating our own carbon calculator specifically designed to help FIRST teams in calculating their carbon footprint and calculating their carbon offsets. So with this calculator, you take into account the lights in your room, how much gas it took to get to your practice building, and stuff like that. And it also has an offset portion where you can take into account how many trees you've planted or how many carbon offsets you've bought. So that's another thing our team does, is we specifically fundraise to buy these carbon offsets so that we are carbon neutral, or more than carbon neutral. I don't know what the term for that would be. Is there anything you'd like to add?
Yeah, I think we can add to the fact that this comes about through sponsors who are really environmentally minded. So we look for sponsors that are going to be interested in supporting our team specifically in carbon neutrality. And we're going to be sharing our carbon calculator with your team as part of the toolkit. So you'll be able to see that, and we'll show you more about it later in our presentation.
Yeah. So as for integrating this environmental focus in every aspect of your team, this includes even just training your team with the environment in mind. So one of our training ideas is to work with environmental mini-bots and have our team members design robots that would like clean up the shoreline, for example. And we'd want them to write down all the details, what materials they would use and stuff like that. As for our actual building of the robot, we like to source parts locally so that shipping is
carbon
minimal.
Carbon
minimal. We recycle parts from our old robots, and we are working on getting solar for recharging our batteries. Is there anything you'd like to add to that?
No, I think that's good. And we always try to work with all parts of our team to make sure everyone's thinking about the environment and minimizing our negative impacts and being more sustainable. So those are good points. Do you want to go talk about our business plan and show how we integrate?
I would love to talk about
Let's do
business
that.
plan.
I'm going to share our business plan.
So we really want environmental sustainability focused on everywhere. So here in our business plan summary, we have stuff about our team, but we also have a section about our environmental initiatives and what we do to help protect the world around us. And I think it's very important that it's not just tacked on at the end of your business plan or just as an afterthought. We always got to keep integrating our environmental sustainability into whatever you do. You have to always have a little conscious thought that's like, what can we do to make this more sustainable? What can we do to minimize our impact? Stuff like that.
So this is in our executive summary right at the beginning of our business plan. We have our environmental focus stated, and then continuing into the mission statement.
Yeah, so we have to, in our mission statement, you have to include something about environmental sustainability, just so it keeps the focus on it for your team. So as you can see, this set the trend for the rest of our business plan, where we included environmental sponsors. So these sponsors donated money to us specifically for offsetting our carbon, to get to Worlds and stuff like that. So we also include goals that we want to achieve in our business plan, and these include goals surrounding environmental sustainability. So promoting our carbon calculator, stuff like that, so that all teams can be green teams. And for our long-term goals, this is really important just so that your team keeps this in mind as it goes throughout seasons. So collaborating with other groups to promote STEM environmental principles and stuff like that.
Even right in our budget.
Yeah. So we budgeted for carbon offsets, and we calculated how much that would cost and included it into our total season cost.
And then in our fundraising plan,
we fundraised for carbon offsets this year and for many years to come.
Our media and business and marketing plan as well.
So a couple of things we did on our social media. We have a couple Instagram posts with eco tips, where we talk to teams about how they can try and be more environmentally sustainable, but also how individuals can be more environmentally sustainable and keep that in their minds.
What about community outreach, Alex?
So for a lot of our community outreach, it is environmentally focused. So we do things like e-waste drives, where we collect old electronics and we send them out and get them out of improper disposing places for them, like landfills. Battery drive, there was tree planting, many community cleanups, and we share green tips at events and stuff like that.
Perfect.
Okay.
Do you want to show them our carbon calculator?
I would love to do that.
All right, I'm going to switch when I'm sharing.
So this carbon calculator was created in a Google Sheet, and so we're able to share it across platforms and to teams across the world using Google. And so at events, we often had a QR code linking to this spreadsheet so that people can realize how much of an impact their teams are having on the environment as well. So this is a summary of your carbon footprint and then your carbon offsets, and then the net is at the top. So this is your carbon sources. So that includes any tools you use, batteries you charge, lamps you use, delivery and manufacturing of parts, and transportation is a big one.
And the team did the research to find how much carbon is emitted and did the calculations. So a team could just plug in their numbers of how far they're driving, how many vehicles they're using, how many lights they have in their shop, and so on, and it automatically calculates the kilograms of carbon that they produce.
Yeah, and all the sources for that is at the back of the spreadsheet.
Right here.
Yeah, so those are links to where we found the information from. Here is the carbon offset calculator, and it works similarly. It's just you input any environmental initiative that you've taken that would reduce your carbon footprint, and you plug it in there, and it'll calculate the kilograms of carbon that you've offset. A big one is tree planting and buying carbon offsets, which our team fundraised for and incorporated into our carbon calculator.
The battery drive was a huge carbon offset because it has so many benefits, from the recycling of the batteries, keeping them out of landfills. So battery drives and planting full trees, not just little seedlings, also is a really good carbon offset. So
I think with that is our summary of what your team can do to be more environmentally sustainable, while incorporating it into all aspects of your team. Is there anything you'd like to add?
I think it'll be exciting for teams to get this video along with all the tools that we've developed to help support them. Mm-hmm. What if they have questions?
Oh, okay, yeah. If you have questions, you can contact 6865 either through our Instagram or by reaching out to us, and we can give you emails that you can contact. But yeah, we're looking forward to hearing from you, and we're looking forward to seeing what you do with this video and what environmental initiatives that you take on, because the whole goal is so that every team is a green team.